But I'm hoping that this is a real game, a clash of play styles.
See how this starts off here for PaperX. KRÜ going to be taking that first contact and the first kill. Make it 2. Classic in hand. Quick little upgrade.
And that's Jinggg and Forsaken, destroyed. The stun off Smoggy so good.
Instant reaction out towards Sand. Got fault line pushing them all the way through here. Just them trying to get themselves into the side as well, but the crossfire is too damn good. Daveeys, last one standing, run and gun, Kang. Of EDG, where it was all aim, no brain. It's not really the case anymore. I mean, EDG have had that evolution as a team. Large part of it comes down to the supported detail. Smoggy always being able to set them up. They can slow down the pace as well whenever they need to. General game plan for this round, though. PaperX got our eyes set on the ult orbs. Try and get some of those going early on.
And against Loud, EDG were going for these pushes in the mid-round a ton. PaperX's comp still has the Killjoy. So Daveeys, at some points in these rounds, is going to be able to give them information about pushes happening. But EDG was setting up for so many flank retakes.
Flash right into the face of Haodong. Overwhelming him with sheer numbers. Nobody playing all the way back into spawn, but head ripped off from Daveeys. He flipped the map ever so slightly, spraying them down with the Spectre in hand. CHICHOO seeking to contain, seeking to, as well, stop it from getting that much more dangerous. Fight to be taken towards A-Halls. Fault line for a fault line. Util still. Smoggy playing close behind the box. It's a dangerous spot to play, and he's just caught the back of someone's head. No one's watching it. All the way through this, and Smoggy just taking names away from them. Kang with the follow-up. 4 players fall into Halls. It's left up to Daveeys with the 4-1 split. Not really a possibility. Kang going for that jump spot. Expending the blades. Wants the kill though. Shotgun in his hand. This is pure disrespect. Desperate for the kill. Pounces on.
Down anyone in the corner.
Oh, well, here's a fight immediately. It's tower pressure. That was the name of the game for PaperX here. Haodong was really caught out of position, but the rifle's still stunned up. CHICHOO, enough bullets hitting their mark. Tower is compromised as he seeks to try and re-clear this one. Did not expect Forsaken to already be up onto that angle. So rifles, exchange of the hands here.
But like I said, EDG love to push on the defensive side.
Oh,
and they're
wow.
completely caught Forsaken. There is also another push on the south side of the map. Nobody getting in there. So this is down to a 2v2 where they know the positioning of both attacking players.
It's a series of individual 1v1s. I'm pretty close. Shot fired. Trying to force the fight here. Don't know where the second player is, just in the middle of all of this. Nobody buying time as well for Smoggy to try and get into position, but no kill to be received. The Thrift got to tone it down ever so slightly. So again, still with the death ball. PaperX taking all the space towards drop here. 4 players grouped up. Fast lane across. What area of the map do they want to play for? Satchel play from Jinggg, all the way, pathing towards the top, up and around. Flashed up onto the side. CHICHOO could not see it, close to the corner. Haodong will not be able to even it out. He will fall. So massive advantage here for PaperX. Pace being the name of their game. Building up some massive ultimates on top of it to play this post plan. This is an important fight to win. With mindfreak going down, they don't have the orbital strike. Could this still be winnable?
Jinggg, however, still has nade and showstopper. I don't really see how it...
Hold your tongue here, Josh, please. Fight taken! Kang! You are ridiculous, son! Dash forwards, he knows that he's made the winning moment a potential reality over the top. Jinggg seeking to even it out and shut it down into the 1v1 Nana Swarm. A defeat of Smoggy. Hoping to force the fight. Daveeys knows he doesn't need to wide swing it, doesn't need to face it. The util will do the work. Off to defuse. No chance in hell for Smoggy. So a round win for PaperX, but my God, you just never know, Josh.
Quite the game plan for EDG.
Again, such a similar game plan. Stuns rattled across arcade control. They want to try and push them out of tower. Rolling Thunder, nobody is in such a dangerous predicament. There's a Rolling Thunder used in exchange of that. Trying to peel for him. Push back. 4v4 though. Just the kills exchange. They don't actually have space onto the site to try and get this plant down. So PaperX waiting for the util. Now making a play for it. The flash repeat and taking the fight straight up though. Crossfire setup is a little bit too good here for EDG. On point with it.
PaperX not using their timing as the smokes were up.
Yeah, here we go. Almost there.
And now Haodong has orbital strike.
Yeah, important to give away. CGRS being asked to fill in for this roster. Now asked to fight against EDG in a 1v3. Got a hope for the jump peak, forcing the fight. Fault line is quite good. Go down. So that's a spike and 40 seconds left. He could take this into a different direction. He's thinking about it. Goes for the noise cut, trying to bait the movement with the rotation. Players are weak.
30 seconds left.
It's just impossible unless he gets the plant down very quickly.
There's the plant. Stuck down. Extension in the round, but yeah, has to force out these fights. Aftershock, wide out in the open. EDG biding their time in that one, making sure to play it with some patience.
But notice how EDG's game plan is to hard anchor.
Tara takes it, here's the fault line, here's the orbital strike, CGRS. Will be able to just walk out of danger. Space already granted to him as well. Forsaken's gonna be pushing forwards. There's a flash over the top as well. They haven't cleared close to the corner though. CHICHOO with the rifle. Smoke as well. No one's anticipating him to be this pushed up. And he gets out surely over the top. Jinggg, the satchel play, the movement's clean. And an attempt of a punish through the smoke again is shut down. Here's the lockdown now.
Look at the timing KRÜ's got behind them.
Okay, with the knives.
These flanks are so quick.
Spikes drop down, taking the kills, ripping it away from them. Any semblance of a chance, Daveeys. They know where he was, he just popped down his own ultimate. KRÜ was hoping to take the fight. Here's a stun. Will there be the reface, the repeak? Not over the stepping. Daveeys though, forced out into the open eventually. And yeah. Just going from strength to strength, this EDG squad. Here's another look.
Look how quickly
The
EDG are moving.
Yep, they're already pushing up through spawn. I mean,
they know it's not A.
they have given up a lot of control of A, but yeah, pretty obvious to them at this point. Stuns over and top. CHICHOO can't land the shots there. Spam onto the angles here with the Phantom. Enough to reset, and for KRÜ to pick up two.
One enemy remaining.
Mindfreak, last one left. Smoke in his face that he propped up earlier, just using it to try and reposition. By time and some angles, yet it's adjusted by Haodong once more. With his three more slow and a lot more split across the map for the attack side.
Careful here.
Maybe they will seek to punish one of the deeper plays, but
when you make noise at all of the extremities like that, it's going to stop EDG from pushing out on defense.
yeah.
And now pert need to capitalize on that by actually hitting a weaker site. We can see there's only 2 players now on B.
Smoke drop. They being used, CHICHOO. Using a lockdown, Haodong close to dice as well, still holding his ground. Forces out the orbital strike. Not for an ult, inside the smoke still, Daveeys. CHICHOO just wading right into that one, looking for a potential opening once more. Dash is now active, plan's going down, no one's cleared Haodong. He was still close to dice, gets the damage onto the tower player, not enough to reset the aim. Daveeys is in trouble though. Trailblazer needs to be broken, 23 health, 8 bullets. Firing this way, and now with the showstopper goes wide, no damage, Smoggy, he's claimed 2. And mindfreak, he's left alone in a 1v2, spots it out, they lined up for him!
Out the operator again, looking over towards Dish. Looks like contact and a flash play with a stun. I mean, very heavy trap setup towards Dish. Nobody watching halls, not that it matters because pert are at tree.
Feels like pert is going to be granted a free site. And a swarms to delay, but skips right over it with the satchel. CHICHOO has not been cleared out of tower. The rest of his team delayed as well, swinging through the smoke. Pushed back. Spike retreating now, back towards tree, but CHICHOO really has just done enough.
That's the kind of free site that comes with some heavy terms and conditions.
Yeah.
You forget to read them and suddenly you're in debt.
That's that heavy anchoring style of EDG. It pays off.
That's what I'm saying. These guys are just, they're not playing retake. They're playing to fast flank and throw help utility and run through smokes and all sorts of stuff to try and make sure that they don't give the sights and don't allow pert to play post plants. It's a very different approach to most teams.
30 seconds left.
Hey, giving up though. Crossfire. Op angle, line of sight. KRÜ as well, he's taking liberties with it. Drops down. Knows that the player plan to default. Smoke opens up the door. Now a watchful eye. Watch drop, misses the shot though. Updraft, Smoke in the face, survives. Even the stun as well. Smoggy so supportive with the util. Enough to push Daveeys all the way back as well. Flick to the side as well. The precision just not quite there to land it, but still they've taken care of the horse player. Just Daveeys to deal with. And he was noted just that bit earlier, so EDG find themselves up to 7.
It almost surprises me now when KRÜ misses a difficult shot.
As well, what is it, like 20% of the time, Josh?
It's about 30%. Like, if you're a really heavy op player, you'll have it in your hands about 30% of the time. He has it 46% on defense.
It's just an outlier. Look at the confidence he has holding this angle as a fault line, pushing back as well. Space, vacuums back up again. This pert seeking to also just push him back for just a moment, retreating, skipping and hopping, the bunny hops, just to get out of there. Rolling Thunder now pushes them all the way through halls, and a call is made to try and fight. Flashes dodge, CHICHOO, he's the one who's leading the charge of his team. KRÜ going to be watching the one angle. They know that they've got them corralled deep to the south side of the map.
That's a nice shot.
Yeah, he shuts it down. So KRÜ was really getting away with a little bit too much. Finally punished for the hubris and might have just handed over a real chance, a real shot now of turning this round.
Major kills for Forsaken to get online, and the economy now looks phenomenal for pert, right? 2 Vandals and an Operator in this round where they had only brought in odds and ends. Smoggy hears nothing, and Haodong has cleared the whole of the north side.
30 seconds
They
left.
have Brimalt here to deny plant.
Yeah, the longer this takes, the worse it's going to look. Plant onto the corner.
Spike
Stuck.
planted.
There's an ult. A little bit delayed, though, but it does force out a clean fight for Smoggy. Brings it to a 2-on-2. Chance for pert. They'd love to convert it. Reposition now for Forsaken all the way through tunnel. He's going to be hunting for a chance all the way round here. The op handed over to Daveeys. 26 health, though. He'd have to land the first shot towards main. We don't have any nano swarms for the plan. Time starting to run, though. Here the spike ticking. Forsaken, that lurk prior comes in handy. And there it is. Shots found. Pushing right through the smoke.
The ult.
Oh. Plenty to work with. War chest filled up. Fast lane went right over the top. Cuts up towards the B side, but they are anchoring close. Here's a lockdown.
I love the idea of this. Forsaken was just controlling tunnel early, so that if EDG pushed this area, they'd get punished.
They're seeking to try and refight, but they're going to be caught up in this ult. Where is the force side as well? Worrying about it. Orbital strike towards the edge of the map.
Nobody got 2!
Nobody's grabbed 2 kills.
With a judge, a tree!
It's left it now. 3 players left standing for EDG to try and push this one back. There's Spike eventually starting to get planted. Final round of the first half.
Spike planted.
Damage is done. CGRS with the Rolling Thunder. He's stunned up close to the corner. Forced to use it, unleashes it, lets it rip straight across. And the fight's still taken. Not with the rifles, just the stingers. Damage as significantly done here to Forsaken and Jinggg. Single bullet. Gust of wind will be enough to bring them down. It's all down to that crossfire angle, Jinggg. And now about the timing that he takes. Anticipating it, the second play, he knows he's at dicing. Here's the footsteps, but he just cannot win it. Smoggy with the 3-piece, 8-4 being the final score. I mean, not quite. It's a counter play.
God, that's
they bait
good.
them in and strike them back.
Oh my God, off CHICHOO's turret contact, they wait like 3 seconds to make sure that they'd committed and then catch them. Oh, it's sickeningly good. The ideas and the execution are all on point for Edward Gaming.
Yeah, and this is the kind of evolution of this team that we've been discussing. They're no longer such an all-in team. All aim, no brain, even though nobody is going across the ropes right now looking for the reflank. But that's going to be paying off a little bit later. The post-plan positioning is just way too good right now. Clearance to tower. Have to use a flash for it. It falls, though. First level to it. A tap onto the fuse. Where is the util to push them away? Stuck onto it halfway already. There needs to be some form of damage being done, and there it is. The collapse. Flooding through the smokes.
A
Whole
pure
team
gamble.
grouped up. Yeah, it is a massive gamble.
There.
Gonna pray to convert, get a couple of kills here.
And look at the way that EDG are going.
Opposite direction. EDG happy to slow this one down, but are they gonna hear this? This rush, this Tempest is coming straight towards them, even if it is classics, it's still pert. These guys can aim. Daveeys, not wasting any time, straight across the ropes. Fault line, into the side, into the corner. That's to try and set them up here. ADS with the Bulldog, gonna try and beam them all down, and that's exactly what CHICHOO will do. Seeks to collapse.
Meanwhile, nobody just ran in through Dish, took the whole of the A site, and flanks through.
He's like, guys, I cleared it out. It's free.
Daveeys is left in a 1v3 and a Bulldog to his name. They don't know where he's positioned, so it's a little scary here for EDG. They've got to hold hands to start with, but Daveeys not going to be in danger for quite a while.
Trailblazer should be spotting him out. Maybe dodging it. Yeah, expires, so doesn't give an indicator, but the turret will be watching for the peek from main. Doubled up towards default. It's a high-low setup on top of that, so EDG have plenty of layers here. The stun did miss though. Isolates the fight enough for just the one, but Devi going to be traded in the air.
It's going for their anti-killjoy setup.
Satchel and the smoke.
They send the wall out from tower, and they wrap Forsaken underneath. If EDG have been watching any level of VODs of Paper X playing, to be honest, on this map, they'll know roughly that the entirety of the B site has been taken.
That's probably why they were playing it so slowly. There's a flash to the side, no connection from nobody. They don't actually have any semblance of the A site.
But look at
the A
this.
Hall's control, now they're already rotating off.
Yeah, love it from Haodong. He's called a re-clear of tree as they drag everybody on Paper X over to the A side. Nobody's got to avoid getting punished here.
Wants to stand his ground.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Up to the open,
not
yeah.
a good idea.
Not a favored fight. Bulldog versus the rifle. There's a lockdown though. They don't have control B main. There is no flank threatened from Paper X. They actually don't have any tools really to take out this lockdown, so the site's going to be cleared out. Should be able to get the plant down.
Haodong with a molly. Smoggy still has Aftershock. We've got CHICHOO possibly with Nanoswarm lineups, although at the moment he's in tunnel.
Comes down to hitting these shots for Paper X. Starting to flood back in now. It's a flash, sets them up. I heard a satchel at play. CHICHOO with this flank timing. Forsaken staring up towards the ceiling on top of the ropes. Well, no kill found. CHICHOO's running and gunning, man. Fully accurate. Why not? Trying to push them and punish them out of tower, but it's that 1-2 punch, that 1-2 comp.
The side, avoiding the south side crunch.
There's a turret. Spots that Jinggg. They know exactly what's going on.
How have they read that?
A Halls has been taken up here by CHICHOO. He is alone though. There was no squeeze on the other side. And yeah, just anticipating it. The fast play towards it, already onto the site. There's a satchel play over the top here. Dash from KangKang. No one clear in that corner. Skips and hops though, breaks across their placement just enough for these kills and still anchoring towards the back. That's the buy out the smoke. They thought the molly was safe. Okay, Paper X. Oh, here we go. There's the first kill for you. KangKang just taking a straight up duel towards Halls. Jinggg goes down.
And that's certainly going to slow the pace. Having said that though, Forsaken certainly making his presence known towards tree. Normally that's baited out EDG going for a re-clear at about the minute mark. But Forsaken's not sticking around to find out.
There's going to be that re-clear like you were talking about. Towards B tree, nobody. Oh, almost punishing that jump spot, but he might get punished himself. Shots just quite land there for Forsaken. He still seeks to try and squeeze and put the punish onto him. CGRS was right behind him. That's the reason why. KangKang moving forwards inside of his own smoke. The shorty, that is the perfect range for it. So cleaning up the jet player. Taking a wide face as well into this. Forsaken seeking as well to do some damage. Orbital strike layered on top to force the fights out into
An area of the map and play retake B.
I've got your trail.
no intention from EDG to play there.
Yeah, not at all.
Seeker spotting out a lot of presence over towards drop.
Look at this.
They're in their spawn.
Yeah, nobody in KangKang going for an exploration.
Yeah. Devi seems to be aware of this one. I mean, it's just jiggling the angle, holding close towards it, but A has been granted to them, so Haodong's getting that plant off.
I mean, I love this idea. You flash off KangKang's contact and try and collapse on the players in spawn.
Even just a flash straight up. I mean, that didn't tag onto absolutely anybody here. Still nobody takes the fight. They are being squeezed. They've lost control of drop close to the corner. It's really nice movement from Devi. Opens that one up. There's the other flash. Jinggg ready to dodge and receive. Over to strike round the side here. Up to the Horse players, but they are weak. It's them against four. Stun gonna be catching, gliding, flick to the side. Shorty up close, brought it to just the two of them down. Can't hit the spray down. Haodong will fall. Paper X grabbing another. There is some danger in the round here for EDG. That's Forsaken. But how does he anticipate that?
He was just aiming for the turret.
Right.
Haodong decided to
Wow.
body block for the turret, I suppose.
We're seeking to burst out of the smoke, but losing a player because of it. Haodong at that. Don't have smokes now to burst your way into any of these sites. Still standing. Forsaken, are you really seeking to try and take a fight here? They are lining up for him, but a flash pushing him back. KangKang around the side.
What
It's a glimpse of mindfreak. Yeah, just can't quite win it. They've got to know he's here. There it is. It's cleaned up by Jinggg towards the backside of Arcade. Feeling it. Tap at a spike. It's a little bit all over the place. Might just be a bit of an Angels round. Very wide swing. That sets up a nice little two-piece.
That's a big problem. Now CHICHOO has lockdown, and they know that they have tunnel control.
This does not have the ult for it.
This has gone from Paper Rex controlling the round really nicely, prodding at the extremities, to suddenly it might all be thrown away.
Yeah, and they've got to get out of there.
30 seconds
No
left.
detainment. The site's going to be granted to them. Cracked it open. Nobody. That's going to be going down. Still an aftershock online. A bit of spam into the common corner. But yeah, Smoggy can't quite wide face enough to try and offset it, to try and trade it. Has to play the crossfire setup. CHICHOO. So much emphasis on him to hit these shots and hit them well. Only the first. Nothing to be gained after that. Paper X making it even. Stun. CGRS going to be holding this off of some form of contact. Jingg's also there with a showstopper.
Yeah, it's the
Not
alarm
sure what the
bot.
indicator is.
But the alarm bot is so
It's
close
so
to
close,
them.
yeah. It can't be off that, surely.
It's either going to go incredibly or terribly for
Well, here we
Paper
go.
Rex.
Pay attention to Jinggg. Here's the alarm bot. Here's the stun. This is to the side. It's run and gun in action. Up close. Dash to disengage. Spike has been dropped. Flash in his face. KRÜ could not dodge it in time. So the trap play, it pays off massively. Left up to CHICHOO. Nobody.
Bomb grenade out.
They lay claim to the side. They get themselves into position, but they still don't have that spike. And it's
And how would they get it back?
a
A
lot to get
jump-up
through.
drop? I mean, when are you ever going to be favored taking a duel like that? And the big reason that that trap play works is because KRÜ takes a step back away from the alarm bot instead of going forwards through it.
There's the timing, though.
Could this still be winnable?
They've actually just lurked themselves into the spawn. I mean, 37 seconds left. They know that they have to push up towards drop.
And there's no flashes. How do they get up here?
Has to be broken. CGRS
30
once more
seconds
holding that util, waiting for some sort of timing. Here's an alarm bot. Holding for the fault line. Jinggg seeking to delay with the satchels. It would have to be just an absolute miracle in terms of shots being landed. EDG still doubled up, hoping that somebody will walk into them. Here's a flash, jumping right up to the top, but again, yeah, not set up for it. So Jinggg walks away with 4. They're not worried, are they? But they're going up against the half bite. Stuns. No way! Jinggg, your movement is just impeccable. It's up to EDG to take up the space quickly. Rapid is the approach through halls. Dash is active, but they are feeling the hurt from that one. They're going to be left reeling. Such clean movement. Door opens up towards sand. Fights there. KRÜ. No adjustment with the aim. Can't hit the transfer. It was an impossible shot for it, so it's traded still. Jinggg left alive. This guy turning up, turning into an absolute raid boss.
A 2v3 for EDG. I feel like so many of these rounds have come down to moments like this.
Door opens up, flash into sand. Spike's dropped though into Vi. Of course he takes the fight.
So
I've got your trail.
Util seeking to equalize. It's a rolling thunder. Catches onto KRÜ. There won't be any follow-up. There's a nade used prior, so Jinggg just using it to delay. Pushed all the way through. Nobody. He does claim sand control. The updraft play as well, giving up the side entirely. What is the call by Paper X? They seek to fight towards sand. The potential's there. Holding inside the smoke for now. A-Hall's control going to be theirs. Lockdown in play. Comes down to the timings. KRÜ gets away with that one. Breaking the timing as well. There won't be any detainment, so he's going to be scot-free, but it has given up a lot of the site. Spike was planted. There's a huge flank and wrap around by CHICHOO while all this is happening, so he needs to get a bit of a jog on and a bit of a move on. Paper X across the site. Damage being done to a few of them here. Fault line to try and set them up once more, but they're winning their Angels out, and CHICHOO was found, caught in the moment. It's up to Smoggy. He's low enough, Forsaken just sticking it. They can spam the angle down. This is Paper X with a resounding comeback. Game in it. Anticipating the same play. Showstopper from Jinggg. Close to the corner though. Reactions! And shutting him down. No rocket fired.
Forsaken was going for the
jump
same.
on the box.
He was going for the same angle again. I cannot believe it.
He might go for the repeat. Oh my, the reactions. Narrowly missed. Just unable to hit that shot, but he knows that there's some emphasis and pressure being applied there to the corner. Forsaken still takes the fight. All popped off.
And
KRÜ
heavily punished for that little crosshair wiggle that he loves to do.
Here's sand control, doubled up. Paper X looking to try and bring this one over the line now. 1 kill found, damage done to CHICHOO, but there is that trade still. 3 versus 3. Positioning's theirs, no side control. Halls, it's all been slowed down. 50 seconds in the round. There's time to do so. Lockdown in play for CHICHOO. When does he seek to use it though? mindfreak repositions himself to a hard anchor spot just behind default here. Here's the lockdown being used close. mindfreak now, he'll be hunting for a chance to get a kill. You can't reposition from this. He's locked out in the open. Buying time, flashes exchanged, 2 seconds remaining. Strikes back and gets the one. 2 versus 2, plant now. Time going to be bought. The Paper X.
Forsaken on the flank.
On the verge here. And this flank's going to be huge for them. One more round to bring it over the line. EDG desperate to cling on for a chance of OT. Players are weak. Turret heard to the side. Forsaken doesn't want to give away his positioning, not yet. The longer you play this, the worse it's going to look. Finally, a timing's taken. Forsaken. The jump, the jiggle, spots it out, baits out the shot. They know they're there, but they double up the fight anyway. EDG, the potential to win this one is within their grasp, and with shots like that, Smoggy eventually, finally, they get that round on.
Actually looking to just counter-op KRÜ, who isn't there, by the way, he's in halls.
Trailblazer's going to be used to carve out a path, get some information into halls. Nobody taking that space because they hear the boom bot towards drop, knowing that it's compromised. Paper X not going all in into one section of the map, just a little bit of poking and prodding.
They fought to get Jinggg the orb. I wonder if they're trying to set up for something like that.
Divide this whole time has been holding onto tree control with that operator. So Paper X can go back into this knowing that nobody's wrapped around towards tunnel. Re-clearance necessary towards akee, but they're still opting to just contact plays, man. Tilda up close, now you see it. Nade flying past, along with the stun to set it up. The goal going to be to try and take that tower's control. Clean movement again off the ropes. CHICHOO is there onto the corner. Can he even get one? Back towards it. Needs to land the shots as well. It's traded out with the rifles and not anticipating that CGRS would be a third line of defense. Daveeys catching the rotations. All down to Smoggy. Turret sees him. It's a 1v3. Quick dodge of the flash. This guy has been a savior for EDG. Can he really overcome this? Baits out the ops shot. Finds a clean fight, but just cannot win it out. Not against CGRS right now.
Giving his team information, but that info is that there's no one there. Paper X and Northside crunching into them.
Meaning a match. It's rifles and lead. And Fire and Fury exchange on the north side of the map. Just the containment being the playbook for EDG. It works out. Comes at 3-3. No real advantage to either side here, but bit of a scramble for Paper X on their defensive side. They've lost a lot of control of the map.
Seekers.
Yep,
Nobody
yes,
got
Seekers.
both of those 2 kills, and now he's got the ult orb for Seekers online. This could be monumental to allow KRÜ to have impact on the lurk. It's going to tell him exactly where these players are, and more importantly, perhaps where they're not.
All the Seekers leading their way over towards B here. Do they still want to try and commit into the side? It looks likely, doesn't it? There's a stun. Should be caught with that one. Daveeys still with the operator, shorty up close. CGRS unable to find that kill and claim it through the smokes. KRÜ wants to take the timing, wants to take the fight straight to them, but mindfreak shuts it down. Spike out in the open, it's nobody in a 1v2. This is for the map. For EDG, a chance to once more extend the play of OT. It's been given free rein towards the site. An open plant. Hoping to isolate the fight once more, tap onto it, sees the shoulder, sees the util. Is he going to expect it? Time still running short. Daveeys hitting the shot and closing out the map. One aim of the list. And there we go. KRÜ down and out. Winning against the opposites here. Dash play forwards. mindfreak seeking as well. Hold it down towards the choke point, but taken out, traded, so 3 for 3, but damage has been done. It's quite
dangerous.
significant. Nade, yeah, that's going to be getting value. Line them up for him. 2 ripped away with Jinggg and Daveeys. Oh, they're feeling it. When you see the sheriffs coming out.
Chinese team that's been on a blinder of a run so far. 4 players up here in mid on this eco round, and just, oh, someone slipped through into mail actually, as Daveeys controls that area.
Decay damage really kicking in. In the midst of all of that, there's a nade dropped down at the feet of Daveeys. mindfreak's got to know that CHICHOO's cross, that's what he's holding for! KRÜ He's making a mockery of the game!
Way.
An absolute mockery, man.
Well, talk about bad starts. Instantly turned around unless Jinggg could pick up a 1v4.
Okay. Tactical shooter, very precise.
Down 2 and completely crushed their economy.
So 1-1. Early days in the map.
And this is more what you saw the pace of EDG's attack side looking like against Liquid. Very slow contact plays behind the Viper utility over towards A. And often, actually, with even more people over there. Sometimes 4 or even 5 playing a slow round like that. This one is spread to make sure that they can collect Paper X if they push mid or push B.
Crossover towards ramp. Good clearance there off the dog. Necessary info. It's forced the dash out of Forsaken. He's worried about a repeat attempt. They're going to be getting even more information. Where's Jinggg found that one?
That's ludicrous.
Did he just leap into the choke?
Yeah, that's absolutely ludicrous.
Okay, smokes fade. Reals Forsaken's positions. Everybody else now starting to walk to all of those angles. CGRS tries to calm down the Sheriff, but the shot's only one landing.
It's going to help them massively on defense. And this is fast again from EDG.
So fast. I mean, the double satchel play with the pull. Enough to take male control. Forsaken takes a fight though. Smoke recalled in his face. Haodong set up for the fight. Wins it. Dog seeing CGRS. The stun did not connect. They were intending to use the nade for that location, but decide against it.
In the midst of all of this, mindfreak is sneaking out through B main, challenging Haodong.
I mean, he's got the read on this. I mean, Haodong's just jiggle peeking it, expecting there to be the reclearance.
Very well played. This is an adjustment to how Paper X like to play, how aggressive they are on defense. It's not a big, set, double duelist execute on the defensive side like we'd see sometimes on Fracture, but they're just 2 people, one after another, reclearing B main to try and grab that information back for Paper X. And Haodong's ready for it. That's not just the Astra controlling B main as you'd expect, but that's also their IGL, right? That's the player that's going to be working with After to craft the game plans to potentially take down this squad.
Paper X forced to save. Yeah, I mean, absolutely rent-free, isn't it, from Haodong, just being able to spot out those players and understanding the tendencies of Paper X as a team, looking to try and re-clear moments like that when they're a player down. I will say, you know, when I was thinking about the stylistic matchup between these two teams, EDG were getting punished quite a bit by how slow they were playing their split attack side last time around against Liquid, but I think against Paper X will always be trying to take the initiative on the defense side. Yeah. They're going to be handing a lot of those openings to EDG if they decide to play that really slowed down, crawled play style.
I think in general, the stylistic...
Late Storm. Bit of information gathered there. Skyflash through. KRÜ seems to lurk his way into mid, just can't quite get the aim. And a rifle under control.
And you do not expect a Sky to be playing in that kind of position. Just a really odd off angle for CGRS to be on. And KRÜ was thinking it was completely open. So gets caught there, very unaware.
Dogs exchanged.
And we go back into the same kind of stuff. EDG, they don't like to take early map control on their attack side. It was a very odd game plan they were demonstrating in the game against Liquid, and they're doing it again here.
Off angle for Jinggg. Smoke in his face. Any Cosmic Divide, double up draft, no heads found. Jingg's still there. Eventually the Cosmic Divide is here. Here's the showstopper. Puts it away. Shot. I don't know what happened there, but Jinggg does not get value from it when he saw 2 of the targets.
Got to be a missed input or something, right?
Yeah, it's surely. I mean, that's brutal. Should have been winning that fight out. And speaking of such, main still locked down. Haodong taking out Divide. CGRS feeling like he has to make a play in a moment there, pushing forwards to the angle that was being spammed into elbow. Beautiful flash into the corner. mindfreak hopping away here, contained.
Extremely contacty approach. But I mean, look at how little map control the attackers start with when you choose this strategy.
Yeah, it's like they've just drawn up lines in terms of where they seek to take the fights from, but nobody's willing to cross it.
We're 25 seconds into the round. They don't have A main, B main, or mid.
It's
They're
so
just
passive.
It's very passive, and it works if Paper X are going to peek into you. Maybe Forsaken will give them that. They must have spotted him there.
Wall up, there's a gap towards it. Forsaken, dash to disengage, straight to the wall.
KRÜ getting a taste of his own medicine there, running into the operator.
Risky jiggle there from mindfreak. Triggers out the pull. Repositions actually now towards the backside of B. But again, EDG defaulting into an A hit. Players grouping up. They were doing this all the time against Liquid.
Forsaken's already over here. Feels like he has a read.
Yeah, I mean, with mid pushed up this deep, they have to know that this is going out. Surely, Forsaken
30 seconds left.
pushing forwards as a start at his feet. What time does he take? Dash forwards into the smoke updraft to escape the ire.
But he chooses to go in, not out.
Yep, there is going to be some of that pushback. Viper's Pit in his face. Flash over to the side. Haodong shuts down cgrs and Jinggg as they seek to enter. Still a shot lands. Dash is back online, but a spray through. Anticipating the re-swing and the re-peek. Deveeys on the flank now. You have to try and bring down the pit to stand a chance. Might come down. Luck of the draw, but Haodong so consistent. There's CHICHOO falling. The pit will go down as well. Aim adjusted, Deveeys. 18 bullets. Player weak enough. Haodong, a single shot should do it. Him versus Deveeys, and Deveeys on the cusp of greatness. Waiting it out, seeking the recross, yet takes the fight anyway. I think KRÜ might win.
We'll see. They're on opposite sides of the map at the moment here, but
well, KRÜ
he does get the first.
Yeah, he's winning somewhere, isn't he? Can always count on KRÜ.
Deveeys gone for this push down mid many times so far.
Easily punishable if the timing is incorrect, but Orb starts to go down. B main control. Haodong is close to this left corner. Fight taken here. There's no trade really inside because it's an operator to Forsaken's got. He's worried about the re-swing. Picks out the shorty. Maybe hoping to try and dash up onto the opposition, but it allows Haodong a chance to just escape out of there, and he's holding even further back, close to the corner once more. Gambles incorrectly. The barrel sticking out. I think Haodong knows exactly what to expect, yet still. The shot lands. KRÜ, he's taking a little walkabout. A casual jaunt into mid.
Again, bizarre from EDG, having gone to play up, but it's 3v3, sorry. And EDG have gone for another exec into A, late round.
So Smoggy's using that smoke to cross into the site. Deveeys crosshair placement. That is perfect. Finds the first one. Jinggg is up in the air. There's no shot. He gets a kill, man.
30 seconds left.
Sailing right through. 25 seconds left. Smoggy, he's seeking a kill to try and turn the tide of it, but it's just not happening, man. Paper X are playing with... It's critical that he finds an opening. Contact plays the start, recalled at the beginning, all grouped up here. What is there going to be to play for it? Cosmic Deveeys cuts it through, flash, position gained and noted. Stunned up Forsaken, they updraft, everything expended to get out of line. He's going back in! Through the wall, you've got to be joking me! And the showstopper's there. In exchange for his life, KRÜ, he will receive one, and the spike has been dropped down in the middle of nowhere. Cosmic Deveeys on top of it, it's going to split the side up entirely. It's used off the back of it, and Paper X, they have all the advantages here.
I mean, KRÜ just threw the spike into enemy territory, and now it's going to get pitted.
Yeah, this is essentially a lost round.
What a disaster for EDG.
The only way this gets salvaged is by luck of the draw. Some random spam. Bring down the pit, get a kill. The advantage of the pit is it does allow them to contact it a little bit now and take better timing. Shots fired.
It did land.
Might have to be a 3-2-1 push through into the pit at the same time. CHICHOO from the high ground. Snake bite at the choke. Pushes back one of the angles, one of the fights. Jinggg so close to the wall, dropping down, and yep, it is that luck of the draw. The random spam, the spray through. Deveeys still alive though, and that means the pit is up. It's contained, a tap onto that spike. Forcing out the positioning, shorty to bait it out with the swing. Finally the pit goes down, it's opened this up entirely towards the back of the site. Mindfreak is crispy, lands that shot, knows what it lasts, but the reposition's there. Smoggy with the dash, and such a wide face is granted with a round win. Another heavy group up, one away from the Blade Storm. The orb being the goal, but Trailblazer broken. There's no punish in sight. They've given Forsaken easy access to it, so he's got the knives online.
Here.
Everyone on EDG grouped up towards A here. Once more, these are the kind of setups that they were doing. And Daveeys taking all of mid control.
Updraft, flash, over the top as well. Enemy AC 130 seeking for the target. Not going to be getting it. That's the dash away and disengage it. Again, there's a refresher onto the knives and a fight. It's running and gunning. It's pure spray downs occurring. Straight towards ramp already. Heaven control has been given up.
Look at Daveeys. He already pushed out mid in the beginning of the round, and now he's already here.
Deep pushes on deep pushes. Daveeys got the backside of the angle. They've given up heaven control. They've got them exactly where they want them. He spots it out, and there's the first. Will he get a second? He will indeed. Wider with the face still. It's up to Smoggy. Chance to capitalize, and still double-faced with the stingers. They make light. No info off the flash. Haodong ends up dodging it. This could pay dividends big time. Works himself up onto a closer angle. Forsaken. He's just aiming up close here to reposition as well. Yep, there it is. Not expecting that Haodong was already pushed up, but it is answered back as well from that attempt to take a bit of heaven control.
Where's CGRS going?
What are you doing here?
You have Trailblazer, man.
Trailblazer up close. No, he doesn't expect it. His players right in front of him. They're stunned up with the stingers. They still claim the kill. Jinggg, he's going to be pushing, taking the timing of his own. Smoke up. Mindfreak, he needs help right here, and he needs it now. A bit of backup wouldn't go amiss. Where is his team? Close to the corner. Nobody. He's finding that one. Still Mindfreak dodging, juking. Util sent flying. Another Trailblazer being used, and another flank attempt. It's an absolute nightmare for the observers to be catching most of this one because there is action all over the bloody map. Snakebite denying that one plan. Will not get off in time. It's a 1v2 Daveeys. Surely not to do it again. Finds the first, and CHICHOO's low enough that, again, it's a single bullet that will make its mark and win the round out.
30 seconds left.
Buys the time once more. Spike in the hands of CHICHOO. He knows that pressure is on them. The spike has not been planted, and it's beautiful movement. The slight jiggle.
With the kill on the offer.
Hello, Paper X. Oh, welcome to the party. It's Jinggg, the showstopper, immediately getting a kill. There's the reward. And seeking to answer back, it's KangKang. No one's watching the smoke. KangKang's just able to walk up onto it. So 4 versus 4. Smoke's fading away at the choke point. Daveeys thinks there might be something more towards this, so Snakebite was utilized to try and push them back. Out in the open, nobody's just swinging wide. There was nothing to try and block that gap as well. This entire game is devolving into chaos.
So many mistakes on either side. EDG are really struggling to slow the pace down, but CHICHOO just manages to squeak his way out. Yeah, nobody getting caught there because CHICHOO hadn't activated his Viper wall. It feels like exactly what the coach was talking about, getting drawn into that frantic pace. But right now, Haodong's found himself, sniffed himself out an opening. Does he call for the rotate, or is he trying to drag players over?
At this point, I mean, mate, there's 37 seconds left.
They could get to A.
If they really run.
I think that's what Haodong's telling them to do.
30 seconds
Going
left.
through sewers seems like a really risky decision for KangKang to be making.
I'm really confused. I mean, KangKang's going to be potentially playing as a late lurk while this comes through.
Haodong doesn't have backside. Yeah,
Haodong does not have backside control.
Things are getting messy over here.
Yeah, it's full of the
Paper
pieces.
X is capitalizing.
10
It's
seconds
crazy, Brent. It really is. Because we're talking about this like EDG are fumbling the bag right now. They're still going to be up 6-5, but it's because they won those 4 rounds in a row early on. You know, taking away the advantage of the pistol, winning that thrifty round.
Here's a Cosmic Divide, though. Flashes. Sent flying. Birds careening. Trailblazer leading the charge as well, carving up a portion of it. Here's an updraft. Now finally the dash. He's super boosted up in the air, man! Smoggy, he finds his 2. Jinggg also answered, though, initially. It's a 3v3. Another dash online. Judge in his hand.
Spike planted.
Plan for a safe default position. They don't have control of any other area of the map. They're all playing towards the back of the site here. That's quite poor for EDG. They're going to have to make a play, I think, to try and offset that. Smoked across. Trailblazer clears through. Still worried about the potential of that late lurk as well, but now you start to see it. The time to strike is nigh. Paper X. Flash round the side. CGRS with no more util available. That's a judge up close, though, and he's handed over a gun, I believe. Spray transfers. CGRS pulling out miracles for them. And he's dragged it even. 6-6. This guy.
And I would agree with you, Intu. They do look a little stressed in terms of how they play, and potentially how they are on the stage, too.
There's a dog lay claim to an area of the map here towards Heaven. Already a dash forwards. That's a stun caught into the side. Smoggy, smoke to dissipate as well to try and evade capture, but no, it's Forsaken once more. 2 kills for him in the round. Exchange the weaponry, pick up a gun, a bit of an upgrade for CGRS and an attempt to punish through the smoke. Jinggg just pushing right into their spawn. I mean, listen, it's boundless. The level of energy that pert have got coming into this game, not a care in the world. They want to go for it again. Fully healed up. CGRS right behind him, and yep, one way to build himself.
He will have to wake up for EDG to be able to pull through. He's got to be Mr. Consistent, as he usually is.
4 players stacked up. Will pert slow it down? Not likely. They're on their way in. Potential. There was always danger in it, but Forsaken. Oh, he cleans it up. Teammates at his back. Following up with a crossfire. Exchange of it as well, having the foresight to build up the ultimates.
So now Forsaken just needs one more or a death, and he's got his Blade Storm online for potentially an all-important bonus round. These kind of situations must feel so rough for the EDG players, for KRÜ.
No gaps in the play from those old torps that were earned prior. Waited out towards the beginning, couple of seconds. Let the round settle a little bit before you rush into anything, but they've already grouped up towards B main. There's going to be a flash and a dash play. It's active. There it is forwards. Disrespect being showcased, but, well, with the updraft halving, Haodong, he knows where to spray it forwards. He's pushed all the way up deep as well, looking for the counter spam. He's got his team to hold it down. Alongside him with the rifle spam.
Haodong bloomed a flash there that caught the smoke, and then backed up and anticipated Forsaken's pathing perfectly.
Left to salvage the roundup, but unaware of really the positioning. KRÜ, he's turning up.
That is going to get the confidence flowing.
We've been talking about how important that was. KRÜ being that big game player for them.
Every game player for them.
Exactly. And we've got to see the signs of life. And that confidence back so damn important. Here he is. Wants to find a kill onto mindfreak. Well, denied. Crouch peek though at the off angle. Smoggy seeking to collect. So, going for a satchel play. It's cute, straight up towards ramp. With a pull on top of it, stuns as well. Nade using the counteract. All that aggression. Lovely punish from EDG.
Very good. Bucket loads of defensive utility there to stop pert from taking a ramp control. And that's the 2 heads of the snake chopped straight off. I was going to say double-tipped spear, but I'm not really sure what that would be. I was trying to visualize the weapon that don't know, that doesn't make too sense
at some point in
It's
time.
like a pitchfork, though,
yeah.
isn't it? That doesn't strike too much fear into people coming at them with a pitchfork. It would me.
If you know your French history, Josh, you might not be saying that, but...
I mean, if the French were coming at me with pitchforks, I'd know I'd done something wrong.
What era are we talking about here? I'm not going to get into a history lesson. I'm making a fool of myself.
This is a tough round for pert to try and turn. Usually it's Forsaken and Jinggg that are the playmakers in these kind of situations.
Yeah, it's just contact plays, hoping that somebody will open themselves up for an easy
30
kill.
seconds left.
KRÜ in mid, grouped up. There is that lurk timing here from mindfreak, so he's evaded that sight line, and well, he has gotten past KRÜ. Does he seek to clear it? No.
Wow.
So mindfreak.
But there's only 15 seconds.
Yeah, do they really still want to make a play here? I think they need a pick to do anything. This is just...
What a weird safe position.
It's absurd, isn't it? Yeah, I mean... Okay, cleared hard. Oh, hoping to take the rifle out from Daveeys. Up, down, up, down.
That's not going to make too much. Issue hard anchor A, which is not how Vipers usually play these setups. The Vipers normally in mid.
Open himself up, though. There's an aim duel that KRÜ is happy to take. He's already found the first one. Dog stun connecting. Forsaken, they are trying to leap right onto him. Bolts offloaded, rocket to the side. Body splattered against the wall. EDG, they found the footing. The confidence is back in spades.
And the disrespect too to follow. This is what you gotta see for EDG to win. They need KRÜ to be putting up performances.
High ground position. That is just fantastic. Precision.
Flawless,
Smoggy
you might say.
Towards mid. Flash connects. Bit of information gathered. Looks like a bit of early Utility as well pumped into B to try and force rotations and an immediate, fast wrap around to regroup over towards A.
With how fast PaperX usually are on their execs, they're a really quick team. EDG are pretty confident that utility means they're going B. And this is where PaperX look really nice, changing the pace up. They'll throw fast round after fast round and then hit you with this, a bit of a bait.
Yeah, slower beginning. Dog forwards, baits out that nade. KangKang repositions close to the choke point. Flash does not connect. They want to take up control of A heaven. Bit of a lurk. Smoke's eventually fading, so clears it up for them to try and get themselves into these positions. They've all crossed, but there is awareness for EDG. You can see that in the way that Haodong's playing his positioning. Tucked at a very slight off angle. He's seeking to, again, contain his aggression. He's aware of it, and he's isolated 2 of the fights, make it 3! This IGL for EDG has been absolutely phenomenal. In terms of the reads, his individual play, the sole difference maker in so many rounds.
It's like a weaponry graveyard over there, isn't it? With the spike on top to boot. You're so right. Haodong's got a great understanding of where PaperX like to push around the map. He's not even holding the main angle there on the door. He's holding an off angle for if they decide to go A heaven to B, which, how many teams in the KRS and Divide could be difficult?
No players in sight from the deep flash. Here's a boombot. Even if it is the half by, I feel like still that danger with PaperX. Stun, here's a dash on top of the box. Nobody spamming. Position is forced. Here's a stinger fight. Won it out, but spam through the new box. Easy enough angle, nobody. It's granted and gifted it. Still, it's come down to a 2 versus 2. In the midst of all of that, Divide with a late lurk through B main, I believe. Here's a Cosmic Divide also online. This is going to make it quite difficult to get through now if you are EDG, but the spike's still not planted.
KangKang's looking for a lurk in mid here. Thought he was going to use the nade to try and deny something like that from happening. They could have heard the plan going down.
Giving them easy access to heaven, dropping down. It's a high-low. CHICHOO holding that util, snake bite, careening across, knows it, isolates it. There's a fight there from KangKang, wide swing, but CHICHOO brings down his opposition. It's left to the 1v1. Mindfreak. There's no swing in sight. Time running so damn low here. CHICHOO just chooses to contact all the way round. It's PaperX who sits across. He's not allowed a clean fight. Spam to try and cover. And KangKang did reposition. The satchel movement in mid, that's being explored. And Divide, he's taken out early. EDG. What a thing to throw into the mix, but well, KangKang just opened himself up a little bit too wide there. Onto the heaven angle. Forsaken gets it, and now there's a rocket in his hands. Laid down. And that covering fire. Explosives towards elbow, fight taken up close again. It's being traded out still. It's all up to nobody, and he's been swung right into. 1 versus 1. CGRS versus nobody. 6 bullets. Reload up top. Dog still available. This reposition is everything. CGRS. No way, man. No way at all. Another tap. Baits it. Yep. That's it. Nobody. That is sublime. Setting the sight lines on closing out this map and bringing it to map number 3, but it's Forsaken again with the knives. Don't want to count this guy out. Again, it's such a similar play from PaperX. The dog leading the charge, clearing all these corners. Smoke as well. Smoggy wants to take the timing out of it. He was eager, potentially there to try and take that fight, but right out in the open. CGRS was just holding out the util towards the back. Haodong in and out of the smoke. Smoggy still alive here. Spike was dropped down, claims the kill on the rope. It's all up to Mindfreak. In a 1v4, KangKang with the op, of course he's on it. On point. And now, Josh, we find ourselves
able to drag us to Lotus. And yet, I still feel like PaperX might be able to grab 3 in a row here. We've seen so many times these teams go on mad streaks. Including, obviously, the 7 rounds in a row or whatever it was on Fracture. 8 rounds in a row even.
Mantle of responsibility is going to be settling on KangKang's shoulders. He's the sole player on this A site. With the smoke up, he thinks that the player could have crossed up into heaven. Trailblazer around the back, clears through most of it. Satchel taking up ramp, updraft, dash play. All over the place, KangKang. It's not certain as to where these players may have landed, because that's up top into heaven as well. It's, again, an attempt to converge and collide themselves into it. A jump spot to bait out these shots, dropping down as well. They need to punish KangKang. He's swinging wide into him, layering it down these shots. CHICHOO with the rifle still. sprays it through, but ran out of bullets in the end. Enough to claim 2 of these kills. Nice, backs away. Smoggy, he's low. 35 health. The Viper's pit is there in their hands. It could still be winnable, but no. Taken out. The pit falls. mindfreak left to do the most, and he cannot do it. 13-9 will be that scoreline. EDG bringing it all the way to map number 3.
KRÜ looks a little bit stressed at that one. But
They ruin your trip setups.
they do. Now this is a setup with 3 players from PaperX looking to play a trap off the cam contact.
Yeah, there it is. Flash play over Mound. It's a hard kill to claim, though. Already Goop in the face. CHICHOO is feeling the heat, feeling the pressure on that one. Nade at his heels. Brings him down early enough. An attempt from Haodong to try and lurk himself into B to gain some ground. Forces out the paranoia, and there's a bit of a wraparound with the door opening. Mad dash over towards the A side. It's going to be some trips meeting them and waiting for them. Breaking the first layer of it. As soon as it's broken, cage up. Buys even more space. What can Forsaken do with it? Dog claiming the 1 inside the smoke. This way, that way. Forsaken still alive and still in the action. Right in the thick of things. Going for the jumping right click, but he's brought down to his knees on top of it. Tree control going to be there as mindfreak towards the back of the site. The Dizzy is good. KRÜ could not see anything. Yet the dog still doing the most. Colliding, collapsing. That's PaperX. Place, isn't it? Disrespect being shown all the way through into A main. Flashes exchange. mindfreak fully blinded up. Cannot see anything. Dizzy around the side. KRÜ. There's a chance for him to try and capitalize in the midst of all of it, but too much chaos and too much to overcome. CHICHOO lurks himself into the angle, but spotted out in the blink of an eye. It's over.
Shadows traveling.
And there it is. Paranoia held in the hands of mindfreak, just waiting for the right timing.
There's traps everywhere.
Let this one loose, yep. Certainly is. Boombot. Used by Smoggy to clear a path. Spam onto the corner. That's exactly where Jinggg was holding, but he held his ground. Here's a nade rebounding off to the side. A little bit too wide with that one. Doesn't catch the close corner. Nobody looking to try and fight back here. Pop flash play, but the play is caught. Already backed away for PaperX.
Good control of that kind of area. And now KRÜ's looking to break Cypher utility. Usually you'll see KRÜ play over towards A. He likes to use his smokes to lurk up, maybe push stairs, that kind of thing. But you will see him jet lurk on this map. Seems weird, but they have Smoggy at the tip of the sphere.
Spike's still not picked up here off the attack side. Looks like they want to try and make their moves up towards B. Little door broken. Daveeys holding close though inside the pit. It's not Bagley. Here's the reload. Seeking to strike in between the timings of it.
30 seconds
Put down
left.
though. Shut down. Nobody. And Haodong still here. On top of the map. Falling asleep at the wheel a little bit. Dizzy in his face. He's fully blinded up there. A satchel will do the job for him. Stun over the top. Wingman is a full collapse and collide of the utility. Yet the guns are what reigns supreme in this round. Damage being done. Cam over the top. Forsaken. He's inside of it. Still a fight to be found. But eventually traded. Again, another collapse and collide over towards A. Nobody's already pushed up past the smoke. And he's close up onto the angle. Here's the TP. Can't get the kill though. mindfreak gets the better of him. Forsaken with the Odin meanwhile as well. He was miles away. And this is still this brawl. An engagement that's yet to be taken, but they're covering the backside angle where Haodong, he did TP a little bit prior.
CHICHOO, the only one left standing. And the attacking protocols for dealing with this A rubble control look sloppy from EDG. They're not coordinated, nobody way too far ahead. And Haodong late, so committed too.
You really just can't disrespect the amount of utility that they throw at the beginning. Not with a mosh pit and a nade.
Spike
No,
here.
I mean, the mosh pit in particular is so large that anybody trying to get up where nobody, you know, to help nobody, anyone in that spot is going to get massacred.
Yeah, you just have to wait out of time.
CHICHOO's best goal here is just to try and hold on to the weaponry.
30
Might be able
seconds
to
left.
force up something around it.
Bullet sent flying, but yeah, just needs to hold on to the gun.
I
Force
don't
the
think they'll
save,
let
man.
him. I mean, look, the net looks like it's tightening already.
Approaching and closing.
On my wire.
The shoulder spotted, Dizzy onto the angle. There's a spamper in the box. Found the target, acquired, and no right refight. It's a similar approach though. mindfreak just holding the paranoia. If the orb being picked up, imagine, but okay, Trailblazer broken from quite far back. Giving them control towards B, already one of the players backing away, and here it is, the later take towards A rubble.
I like this setup. You got to remember that EDG's weaponry is not great for this round. They need a Kankan pop-off, and this is the kind of round where you might anticipate him going aggressive onto Jinggg, onto stairs, but no, looks like a classic B end.
And here it is, tempo increase, Paranoia, right up in his face, Jinggg with the rocket, he lands it, there it is, attempts to transfer with the spray, but only the 1 kill found, and still KRÜ alive and kicking towards heaven, brought it down to the 1 versus 1 as cgrs in a comfortable position.
Mount control, and it's the same play. It's the same trap setup that we saw in the pistol round, but now with even more utility available.
KRÜ with an op though is playing, I believe, an anti-flash position, and he's got a deep sight line on that choke point. Here it is. As soon as it's used, flash position, there is the anti. Thresh popped off, detainment on the one side, KRÜ. He has to try and push back this aggression. It's a cam in their face, Dizzy over the top as well. They couldn't quite claim that kill. Can they salvage it though? Damage. Definitely done in exchange as the bullets rain past.
It's almost brutish though, the way that EDG trigger out that trap play and just try and deal with it instead of baiting it out and falling back. Settles into a 4v4 scenario.
Scout destroyed.
Oh, the Trailblazer broken there right before it got to either of the trips. Forsaken defending his territory.
Look at how brutal the Odin is as well in scenarios like this. I mean, spam onto the corners. Look at the draw with that. Earl Theft going to be giving a lot of very good information now in case it wasn't obvious enough here. mindfreak's going to be able to hear all these footsteps. Now he sees them all lit up. Still pulls out util. Expecting the second player for whatever reason, but cleared up and cleaned up, down to nobody. It's a 1v3. Wingman going right past. He's not doing the job adequately enough, is he? It's
10 seconds
created a
left.
bit of a timing, but not a lot of time on the clock here. 7 seconds remaining. Plant now has to be stuck. Forsaken realizes it, faces it, and he's won the round for his team just off of that.
They've been going on a great run right now, but prior to this, they had no match victories at a global event. So this is new territory for them.
Paving the way, seeing how far they can really go. It would be a testament to it. I mean, EDG have managed comebacks in the past, at least at Masters Tokyo. They brought maps close. They have been able to rally back. Here we go, an attempt though into the C site. Now let's see what happens here. As I was saying prior, Forsaken with the Odin. If he's not cleared out of this spot, he is going to rip them to shreds. The cap still not dealt with. Onto the corner, spams it out with the corner. Him and Daveeys playing together with the trips, lighting up these players. There it is, an attempt to try and get the plant off. And all it takes is a few more bullets to get the job done here. KRÜ eventually taking the fight right to them. Pushing through past the smoke into their spawn now. So duelist players. A lot to do here, but not anticipating that an angle was already gained and his mindfreak from the high position. Heaven, Lotilade, here it is. They just want to take the fight to them. TP across over towards the side. KRÜ fully blinded up, paranoid this way and that way. It's just running straight into the smoke. Disrespect showcased. cgrs removing him. Just giving a hop over towards that high ground angle. Wingman and the Boombot being used in conjunction. Lurk timing here for CHICHOO. Bullet to the head, right through the wall, sets him up for the kill onto Forsaken, and now he's lurked himself into a 4 position. Maybe he can make something of this.
They know that they control a lot of the map. Nobody is going to get Seekers online with the plant here. So they could make some kind of play off that. In a player disadvantaged position like this, though, the Seekers may end up giving away the specific spots that EDG are playing in. They're going to have to use them early.
Here it is. Off the rip as soon as they're earned.
Oh,
One of the Seekers is going main to mount. That's going to be giving false information.
Unlucky.
How has that worked out? Maybe towards that rotating door, the wide face, wide swing adjustments necessary with the aim, and nobody. He's found 3 in a round, 2 off the back of that. 8 HP though. Backs away. Trailblazer still available for him, but does he want to give away his positioning? cgrs hot on the trail. Looking for the kill, seeking it out. Spam onto the corner here. It's all about the timing. And how does this fight get taken? Nobody can hear it. The tap onto it, finds it and isolates it. 4 kills for no. Seeking to do some damage here, but Paperex not willing to give away. Control of Mound towards C. The early line of side angle grabbed up with the dog to supplement.
And the areas of the map that you lose early on, EDG need to be saving the Trailblazer or something like that in order to re-clear. And at the moment, nobody's the furthest player ahead on A with Spike in hand.
Deep cam on Rubble.
Taken out.
Yeah, it spots at least 2 of the players there, so Forsaken's going to get the read. A main is compromised. Ops on ops, really, set up on either side.
They just aren't pushing Daveeys off this angle.
Oh, Daveeys. Oh my! Reactions. Swift with it. KRÜ seeks to equalize and answer back. He's dashed in with the operator, wants to lead the charge with his team. Not scared, is he? Forsaken, though. Ring around the rosy. He's tripping his face, yet doesn't have the weapon for the job, really. He ends up falling.
What is happening here?
Yeah, it's a little bit insane. KRÜ's already up into heaven. Daveeys just out-opted him. Words I never thought I'd be uttering, but here we are. Needing a flash to maybe set up another angle forwards, but already all the positions in the post plant being shorn away here from the EDG players. They've got to try and hold on to at least some semblance of it. Spam into the cage. You've got to know the tree is compromised. It is. It's traded. Nobody answered. The kill is going one for another. CHICHOO holding onto the high ground angle here. Tap onto the spike. He has no way to push them off of this. Daveeys can stick it to half. Silently dropping down. There's no way at all to win the round. So pert is winning by default.
EDG are getting G.
My eyes are down.
Dragged into the pandemonium that pert love to create.
And isn't that a common statement? Yeah. Whenever we talk about pert.
Always the danger. Always the danger. Pure disrespect. Pushed up close here. Seeker's now, again, paving the way onto the site. Paranoia is exchanged on either side here. mindfreak seeking to at least still hold on to control of this double door, but yeah, Smoggy from the side around the back. This is Forsaken now. Guardian in hand. Showstopper. Misses. Damage being done here onto the high ground angle. Neurotheft given a bit of space and still need to find a few more of these kills. It's all over the place. Spray transfer. Judge in his face. Jinggg is brought down. CGRS. It's the only one left in a 1v3.
And EDG proving in this round that they can lean into the chaos as well.
Yeah, that's a 0.25 jobber.
That is a ridiculous round. Smoggy picking up 3 with the judge.
Yeah.
And holding heaven now too.
Try and break that one down. I dare you. Well, tag with the camp. Know where CGRS is. Player weak for Smoggy holding close to the judge. CGRS not with enough money to buy into the next one. The save is the only play really to make. Smoggy.
Smoggy's got a judge. His peaks aren't really that dangerous.
He's picked up the rifle though now and starting to vacate and get out of there.
But I'll tell you what, a great adjustment from EDG in terms of finding one specific spot on the map that they felt like they could abuse. And that was in tree. They blast pack Smoggy around as they put pressure in.
We'll see though. This round coming up, pert, the economy is taking a bit of a tumble, so got an advantage to EDG.
One of the things I really liked that EDG were doing previously that I haven't seen too much is KRÜ being able to establish himself over towards A and get this like lurking jet working on that side of the map.
There's an attempt to swing with a dizzy. mindfreak will pay for it, so they give up first section of A. Rubble control changing hands.
And this is one of the first times where they've actually used the Trailblazer to re-clear a contested area of the map and post KRÜ up. This round, of course, they have massive gun advantage too.
Information gathered. Surrounded, but they got to know that Forsaken's alone on this side. Paranoia through. Some danger in it, but instead they decide to take their sights over towards B. Up into heaven, they can hear the footsteps. CGRS, they had the rifle, didn't they? Yeah, not going to be having that one. Moving it away, Satchel to set up the fight. Jinggg was able to retrieve the rifle, does claim that kill. Another fight to be taken on the flank. Forsaken doesn't want to opt into it, still fighting for the extremities and the connector control. Haodong, he wins his out. Jinggg, only 61 health. How much can he really do? The answer, not quite a lot. Forsaken, spotted out, brought down, 7-4. One more round for Odin spam onto this corner. Does a lot to try and push back some of that early A aggression. KRÜ with the op, the shot just going wide.
He knows there's a cam around here. He's trying to bait it out.
Pushed all the way up. A lot of disrespect shown. Here's a fight to be taken. CGRS is alone when this is happening. Paranoia. Someone on his back. One of the teammates, at least Jinggg. Trying to help him out. Nade could be used to try and push them back and away. It looks like it was.
And the cam was broken too. So EDG may well have accomplished their goals over towards Mound. With the cam broken, now Forsaken's going to call for help. Forsaken and Jinggg defending C. They need to push these A players away. It's been so important for EDG.
I think the overall game plan here by EDG was good in this round with the calling, like you said, Josh. Took out the cam, but the Trailblazer, there was nothing else behind that. It was broken before they could even get into position. And now the Paranoia gets let rip just off the back of that one flash, pushes away any sense of aggression and taking back that space.
But the flash and the Paranoia being used means that EDG know there's 2 players there.
Whoa, it's getting strained. It's getting dangerous here. Crossfire set up towards Heaven and the connector. It's a B plant. Not shying away from it now. Door starting to get rotated and maybe played towards as well. KRÜ low enough here, holding all these angles. CGRS definitely weak enough on top of it. They've left, given up control of main. Jinggg wins his fight out towards the connector. It's brought the ult back online. Do they know that the players are in Heaven? They do indeed. Xeppaa claims that kill out in the open. Where is Haodong left remaining? It's Wingman with the defuse, sticking it through. That's 8-4 in the half.
For Paper X, they now just have to avoid getting dominated on their attack side. They lost 12 rounds out of 12 to Fnatic, but EDG are not Fnatic. EDG are not the defending winners of the most recent global tournament.
Util already being expended here. There's a Paranoia in the hands of Haodong. Wingman going for the plan, wide out into the open. KRÜ flash in his face, can't seem to deny it. Still wants to take the fight though, Daveeys is happy for it. With the ghost in his hands, should be set up for the win, but that timing is just so damn unfortunate. Inside the smokes and everybody's grouped up towards tree. 3 players left there, dizzy in their faces, flashes, everybody blind, running and gunning with the frenzy. Reloading the clip and right behind you. Jinggg did not hear it, the rotation of the door, not expecting it.
Just getting lost in the chaos there. Ults rolling.
What's the approach for Paper X on the weaker buy? Early control towards B.
EDG have 4 players here.
Yeah, just farming up and picking up the orbs. I mean, this is a real overcommitment, no?
I mean, it was right from the beginning of the round. It wasn't even based, as far as I can tell, on the ult orb being acquired.
Happy to give up the seaside almost entirely here, just using the Cypher util to try and play for it. Uh-oh. Doors open, stun to connect. Forsaken getting in his cam in the middle of that when he was being really pressured by multiple players, but they have given up the site because of it, so will it mean a plan? Timing through the smoke. Jinggg, he's cleaned up, traded. Grabbing the one, not able to get that gun back for his team, but it will mean that, again, site is theirs, plant down, nade towards the back. CGRS falling low, but not actually going down here. Dizzy exchange with the Paranoia close with the dash. Bit of a team flash, nobody can't see where he's going here, yet still they have the weaponry and they sail through the treacherous waters.
Chip damage done, but nothing too much further. Any ults looking close to being online? None that are that impactful. Used to try an entry into C.
They switched up the setup.
They've instantly left.
Yeah,
I mean, 1 flash over towards C, no audio cues. And they're already looking to gamble the other side of the map.
And Paper X do play like this on their attack side. A lot of 4-1 splits, heavy group up plays. Paranoia now ripped its way through. KRÜ caught out here, holding a close angle. Needs to try and land those shots with a rocket at his feet. They'll do enough to do the damage, and Jinggg still is not content with it. Dropping down into the side, it's nobody who seeks to at least collapse and take advantage of all that chaos, but he will not do it, so no bonus round conversion. He's really going to be seeking to try and take a fight out here. He can heal all that pressure towards C. He's going to be calling that out for his team.
Cage trigger.
Nade sailing past. Trips also being contained.
The Guardian's like a poor man's Odin in this spot, perhaps.
Seeking to spam here, but a fight to be taken by KRÜ with the dash to get back. And well, he hits that, doesn't he? The harder shot to really make the most of. Forsaken was seeking to at least capitalize off of that when the aim was being adjusted. Satchel sets it up towards the side. Daveeys was jumping up out in the open. It's left up to 2 for Paper X. EDG, great understanding of how they wanted to play this one. They barrel and swarm over that mound control, and at the back of the site, it's just up to Jinggg. How much can he really do? Yeah, he's popping off for his team. Granted 1, not the second.
They're so mobile on the defense, aren't they? They move around like a pack. EDG have been going for gambles on... Look how deep that trip is from CHICHOO. purely to stop an A lurk from coming through. So this looks like a major A retake kind of setup. Meanwhile, KazKaz just playing around Mound, hyper confident that he's not going to get punished here.
Look at him. I mean, the risks that he's taking.
Did he get... I think he got past the cam.
Yeah, cam is really quite deep against the wall. Oh, here we go. So many angles to watch! I shouldn't be amazed at this point, but this man, he pulls off shots like that like they are nothing. It's insane.
It really is. It's absolutely ridiculous watching this guy play. Putting up numbers like the best op you've ever seen, pick anyone, and then find their best period of history. That's what KazKaz's currently doing. And it's not the easy shots. It's not the consistent ones. He's hitting some outrageous flicks.
What a nasty adjustment to take out mindfreak, and now he's left again to hold back once more this onslaught. Onto the side, round to the side. Forsaken, for some reason, being the first one in. Seekers and Dizzy in his face will push him back, but nobody seeks to plug up the gaps. There's one kill, can't claim the second. Device, good movement. Spike denied. No plant in sight. Wingman taken out and removed, and Jinggg does eventually punish him. The operator taken down, but time is running so damn low here with only 11 seconds remaining. The spike, it has to be planted. Has to be an attempt to try and push them back and away. 7 seconds. Spike needs to be stuck. Good satchel. Does bail him and buy them a little bit of time and space, but CHICHOO is already quick on the trail. Hits the flick and the adjustment. Daveeys just can't land the spray transfer. Not enough to survive in the middle of all of that. So EDG, they bring it to the 8th round for them. Here, Paranoia through the connector. Nice and early. Used to try and push back again this Rumble control, but there's not too much else past it. Paper X are able to disrespect a lot of control. Again, Rubble. What's going to be the goal from this point on? Spam onto the orb angle. Seeker still ready. Door rotating in his face. That's going to be the boom bot. Flash to the back. Rocket in his hands. Everything to try and delay this one. Smoggy, he's rocketed. He's stunned up. Satchel cannot escape his fate. He will fall. 4 versus 4. Now we see it being slowed down.
This tree door is on permanent rotate.
Yeah, Satchel there to try and push back. Gun is claimed. Jinggg,
he couldn't get out.
Yeah, I don't know what occurred there. Maybe pushed back into position by the door, but he ends up falling.
He got stuck in the rotating door like a child at a hotel. Just going round and round.
But now Paper X take the awkward timing. Lurking their way back in here. It's Forsaken. He's found his timing. He's found his mark. CHICHOO falling over the top. It's up to KazKaz to respond. He does mosh pit. Oh my goodness. Jumping to narrowly avoid the damage here. Enough done though. It's up to these few. Wingman dropped down with a spike in his hand, doubled up. It's all up to KazKaz yet still. Again, cannot hit it with the spacing in mind. Oh. They needed it. Considering the amount of rounds they've been able to pick up on their attack side. Not like that to get it on the board. Here's some presence though. KazKaz with the operator. Down towards A. Heavy collection of players of EDG. Trailblazer gets some of that information towards it. Dizzy now to reclaim over towards C. CHICHOO with a cam setup. Common enough position. Here's a nade on the back. Cam not spotted. Man seeking to go for the plant while all this is happening. CHICHOO pushing forwards. Denies, and KazKaz out the one side. Dash to disengage. Only the 1 kill. 4 versus 4. Still a minute left in the round, whereas the spike dropped down to the floor. Daveeys is out of there.
Yeah, he's pieced it.
Now even with the Omen ult, seeking to reposition. They've taken the front section of A. Deep lurk by Forsaken as well, so it's that mad dash all the way over.
CGRS is getting exposed by this ultimate on the other side of the map.
Very good ultimate.
Does EDG go for a fast retake here? They don't really have great utility for it.
I mean, this feels so uncertain on either side. Like, tepid is the approach. They don't know if they've already rotated here, but there's 24 seconds left, and players have rotated. It's a collection of them, of EDG, now seeking to retake from the backside of the site. Seeker's online, though, with that plant. That's going to give a bit of space, information as well. KazKaz fires off the shot, and Haodong was just out of position. The random spray of bullets brings KazKaz down to just 22 health. He has smokes to try and reposition, doesn't take it. He misses the shot, and Daveeys with the transfer. CHICHOO aiming to make the most. But
Get up to 12 here, in all likelihood.
It comes down to this, a player stack. Up to tree, door rotates, KazKaz, he's got the dash active, wants to try and take the fight to them, but they've all fallen on either side of the door. The sightlines were set up. pert now seeking to lay claim to the site. Have been met with a decent stack of players, yet still the shots are landing. Any attempt to make something of the chaos is just met with players falling. No damage done to the economy. pert. Space gain towards A here. Still with the passive cam set up a trip as well, but it's a fast flank from EDG around the side. It's 3 players. It'll be rapid on the approach. The site's going to be given up. CHICHOO has to make something of this. Does he choose to take a timing?
How could he? With the thrash in his face, almost impossible.
Doesn't want to swing into this, but this fight at Rubble, it's so damn important. Flash exchange still close to the angle, close to the corner. Forsaken is there. They lay it down. A strike back for Smoggy there still. CHICHOO, last one left. He forces it to the 1v1. This is for the map and the series to stay in it. The Pride of Pacific. It's cgrs, the sub player. A battle for survival. CHICHOO getting info, spotting out where he is, but he does not know where cgrs is. And it's just mere moments away. The aim cannot be adjusted. pert survives.